them get clear. Let them get clear. Yeah.
Yes, Mayor Adams. 19-year-old was shot and killed, as you know, this morning in East Harlem. Do you have any comment on that, especially in light of the public discord between the DA and the police commissioner regarding being told on crime?
I'm going up to Harlem today to speak with some of the clergy leaders around the shooting response. And, you know, just think about it. A 19-year-old girl was shot while in a fast food location doing her job. And, you know, every time I hear people just don't understand how these guns are destroying lives, and I'm really troubled about it. And I'm going to continue to staff up with the right team to deal with the gun violence in our city. And this is not only professional, it's personal. That family is traumatized, and I'm going to reach out and give them the support that's needed. And the police commissioner and I have said over and over again, that's the prerequisite of our prosperity, public safety, and justice. And I stand with my police commissioner. I have a great relationship with the DA. Any concerns I have, we're going to speak about that privately. I'm not going to let it play out in the media, and we're going to come to a solution to keep our city safe.
Mayor, what qualifications does your brother have to serve as your security detail? Do you understand why some people are concerned about the appearance of nepotism?
No, I'm not. I don't understand that. Protection is personal. We have an increase in anarchists in this city, country. We have a serious problem with white supremacy. And when you talk about this type of security that I want, is extremely unique. I don't want to be away from my public. Many people saw me take the subway. That is how I'm going to move out the city. My brother knows me. My brother, I trust him. He's a 20-year veteran. He was an extremely successful community affairs police officer as I bridged the gap. And not only he's going to look over the security of Eric Adams, but also of the other lawmakers who are entitled to security. I trust my brother. My brother understands me. And if I have to put my life in someone's hand, I want to put it in the hands of the person that I trust deeply, because that is a very personal process of your security.
Do you plan to get a waiver from the conflict of interest court on this?
That process is underway. Wait, come on, guys. Y'all know how I flow. We're not going to yell out. I'm not going to be chaotic.
Yep, you got it. Ready to the next?
I'm going to pick the best people to do the job to keep my city safe, so we don't have 19-year-old children shot while they are working. Phil is the best person for this job. When Phil was chief of department, he brought down crime, and he did something else. He reined in the abuse of stop, question, and frisk. That's the moment we are in. Phil is going to prove to New Yorkers he's the best person for this job. And I am excited about having him on my team. He's the best person to assist me in ensuring all of my law enforcement agencies are coordinated, and this is a safe city. And I'm not going to move away from that.
Do you think it is the case that in this city of 9 million people, there are not at least a dozen others who are as qualified or even more qualified than your brother, but don't meet the appearance of nepotism?
No, I do not. Personal security, my life, I want in the hands of my brother with his 20-year law enforcement experience. He has the police experience, but he also has the personal experience. He knows his brother, and he's going to keep his brother safe during a time of increased anarchists, increased white supremacy, increased violence and targets. My life is going to be safe in the hands of my brother, and he's qualified to do the job.
Right here.
Mayor, why do you support the documented voters?
I always believed when I stood with Adonis Rodriguez to talk about the legislation. I believe that people who are here during COVID, our legal residents, they did not flee the city. They stayed here. They provided a service. My concerns around the 30-day, I sat down with my colleagues. We came to a good understanding, and I think it's more important to see the bill move forward and allow it to happen. And I'm proud of this moment for our city, who is a city of diversity.
Right here.
Thank you, Mayor. Hate crimes in New York City. What is your plan to do about that? What is going to be your effort more broadly to combat hate crimes?
It's a combination. You know, I use the term all the time, intervention and prevention. Let's look at prevention. We are a divided city. Why aren't we teaching our children better in schools with lesson plans? We were on Staten Island a few days ago, and the teacher had an amazing program where she teaches the children the beauty of living in a diverse city. That needs to be part of our school curriculum so we can start raising children that won't involve themselves in hate crime. That is prevention. Intervention right now. We're going to beef up our task force around hate crime and our police units. We're going to partner with the district attorneys to make sure we properly investigate these cases. And we're going to use technology, video surveillance. We're going to use undercover officers to go into the communities that are experiencing this, particularly our Chinese and East Asian communities. We're going to be very clear that we're not going to have a community where people are attacked based on their ethnicity, based on their cultures.
And a follow-up
Two more questions, Stephen. And then you. To some extent, it seems like things are unraveling in schools. We have reports of schools that have run out of tests. We have 6, 7, 8 classes at once in auditoriums. Very little learning actually going on. I know we want to keep schools open, but how do we distinguish between schools open and actual learning happening? How's the approach changing?
That's a good question, and I really need for people to embrace this concept. The importance of keeping schools open, is a holistic approach. Academic is a crucial part of it, but it's also a safe space for our children. You know, there are many parents, if we disrupt their ability to have their children in schools, we're disrupting their ability to go to work. That's a financial crisis. Many of these children don't have meals at home. Those 2 meals they receive, breakfast and lunch, are crucial. And the teachers pivoting, because COVID is changing, and creating an environment of having classes in the auditorium, of reading, being creative. I have to take my hat off to the teachers and educators. And I really want to commend Michael Mulgrew. We sat down and we put together a plan, and it's not unraveling. People wanted us to close schools on the snow day. We were steadfast and said we can get through this. Department of Sanitation. So I think that we're looking at this from a negative instead of a positive. We are doing a great job. 65% of the children were in school pre the holiday break. We went up to 70-something%. We are doing an amazing job, and we need to really commend ourselves that we're not allowing COVID to make us live in this fear. We have to push through this. COVID is here. A new variant may come. We can't continue to have children out of school. I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Are you saying it's okay, it's good enough for teachers to basically become glorified babysitters rather than actually teaching classes? That's a good enough baseline.
No, that's not what I'm saying, and that's not acceptable for us to do that. But what is acceptable is to utilize the tools we have in front of us to get through COVID without harming our education in the long run. Our children miss too many days in school. And if they're in school in a caring, safe environment, receiving instructions like they are, because I was on Staten Island and instructions were taking place. We're still having instructions in our school, and I support that.